My friends, welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. I hope you all are doing well. Today marks a new series here on the Outdoor Gear Review where we're going to take a look at the best-selling products off of Amazon to see whether or not they're actually worth buying. Today, we are starting with the #1 best-selling camp mattress on Amazon. How popular is this? Folks, the numbers are staggering. Over 7,000 of these sell every single month on Amazon. Those are numbers that any outdoor company would absolutely kill for. This company is making a ton of money. And get this, they're on the best-selling list month after month after month. So the question becomes, what makes this fun pack inflatable sleeping pad so popular? Folks, let's dive into this together and let's see what this pad is all about. So let's see here what you receive with this air mattress. Here is the mattress itself. We have a simple storage bag with a drop hole up at the top. Wow, that pad is tight in there. I wonder if we can get that to fit inside of this bag when it comes time to store it. We do have a user manual in Chinese and also in English, and that looks to be it. There is no repair kit with this mattress. At this end of the air mattress, you can see that we have this inflation valve. When you open this up, right, it expands. This is actually an air pump so that you can step on this and inflate the rest of the pad. So basically, when you undo this, the foam expands, and from here, you press on it to inflate the pad. At this end, you can see that we have an additional air valve. You need to make sure that this is closed so that the pad will inflate. It is time to inflate this mattress. I have my stopwatch here. Let's see how long this takes. It is easy to do. There's not much to it. You can see that the pad is taking on its shape now. We have the pillow up at the top. And we'll stop there. That took 41 seconds, which is not bad at all. Now, of course, if you don't take your shoes off, you'll get it wet. Oops. I will have to say, inflating this pad was nice and easy. When it comes to air pumps like this in air mattresses, it's somewhat uncommon, especially with like American-made air mattresses. You typically see that feature with like Chinese-made products. The only real exception that I can think of right now is Snug Pack, which I believe is a UK company, a European company. They have a pad that features a built-in foam pump just like this one. The exception is that the Snug Pack version had a lot of issues when it first came out. Hopefully those issues have been resolved though. So when it comes to this mattress, let's go ahead, let's hop on it, and let's see if it's comfortable. All right, sitting on it, my butt is going right into the ground. It is pretty long. It does have a pillow feature, which for myself, I would need something more than this. It's really not that big. I wish it was bigger. But just laying on this, I am completely off the ground. When I'm on my side, I'm completely off the ground. But anytime I make adjustments, right? That's when my hips go into the dirt, my butt goes into the dirt. Overall, as far as comfort goes, it's a 7, 8, something like that. It's not terrible. The last feature that I need to mention concerning this pad is the fact that there are snaps. This is so that you can snap multiple pads together to make it larger. That way, if you're, let's see, out on a trip with your girlfriend, you can have one side, snap it together, and she could be right next to you. With that being said, let's touch upon some stats concerning this pad, and let's confirm what we can to see whether or not the company is accurate. So the company claims this is a self-inflating mattress. That's not true. Technically, you have to do the work to inflate it. You're gonna have to step on that pad for roughly 40 seconds to inflate it. So no, it is not self-inflating. As far as the R value goes for this pad, I have no idea what it is, but the company claims that it will keep you warm. The company also claims the weight capacity is 400 pounds with this mattress. Unfortunately, I have no way to test that out. When it comes to the store dimensions, it is 9.5 inches long, 5.5 inches wide. When the pad is set up, the company claims it is 78 inches long. Let's see if that's true. It is not true. It is actually 75.5 inches long. The company claims it is 27 inches wide. That is not accurate. It is 25 inches wide. The last measurement that we need to do is thickness. The company claims two different thicknesses actually. They state that it's 3 inches thick, and they also state it's 4 inches thick. In the middle of each of these baffles, it is roughly 3.5 inches thick. So it's right there in the middle. When it comes to the materials, the company claims that this is made from a 40 denier nylon, which I expect to be true. As far as the weight goes of this mattress, the company claims 1.5 pounds, but that's not accurate either. The weight on my scale is 1.8 pounds. It's not a huge difference, but it is a difference, just as it is with the dimensions. The company is fibbing just a little bit to make this product look better than it really is. Lastly, we should talk about price. What would you pay for an air mattress like this? Go ahead, take a second, comment down below, and put your figure down there. Would you pay $15 for this? Would you pay $20 for this? The price of this pad is $30, and I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are. Is it worth that much money? Or is that a really good deal for an air mattress? By the way, everybody, it should be mentioned that this pad is available in numerous colors and also 2 different sizes, a single as well as a double. Something funny that I want to point out concerning this product and the pictures of this product that they have on Amazon and even on the box. The majority of the pictures are photoshopped. The one thing that really caught my attention was this. They showed 2 people sitting on this pad, and this pad was so big that it looked like they can both sleep on it, even though it was the single person version. In the pictures, they're trying to demonstrate how big this pad is. Again, they're overselling it, right? The pad is actually smaller than what they claimed. It weighs more than what they claimed. These are sell tactics, right? Something else that's a little bit funny about this product, on the box, it says Fun Pack. On Amazon, they call this the Uzonk. I don't know if I pronounced that right. The Uzonk camping pad? Uzonk? I don't know. How would you pronounce that word? Comment down below. They do not mention that this is the Fun Pack mattress, but yet they call it the Uzonk, which is kind of strange and also kind of funny. A question that you may have concerning this mattress is whether or not there's anything unique about it. The answer is no. If you go looking on Amazon, you're going to find 500 different versions of this mattress. Some are the same color, some are the exact same design, some of them are more expensive, some a little bit less expensive. This translates to good news, in a way. If you're interested in this pad, you can basically find it in any color that you want, from this company or from another one. With this pad selling over 7,000 a month for multiple months, I'm sure you're curious, how many reviews does it have on Amazon? Well, this is an interesting point. It only has 3,300 reviews. Still, that's a ton. But for this pad to sell over 7,000 a month for multiple months, that number is a little bit low. You may be wondering whether or not the reviews are legit. I wondered the same thing, so I ran the reviews through an online review analyzer. These analyzers look for deception, and impressively, it found very little. The analyzer stated that 80% of the reviews were legit. I'll be honest, I did not expect that at all. When I took a look at the reviews on Amazon, just about every single one seemed fake to me. The way that everything was worded and stated, they do not seem legit, but what do I know? To go over my impressions of this pad so far, basically I'm not seeing anything shocking here. When it comes to outdoor products, making an air mattress is just about the easiest thing there is to do. And that's because there's not much to a product like this. Basically what you have here is 2 pieces of fabric welded together, glued together. So it does not take much to make an air mattress. All you have to do is make sure that it doesn't leak, use good adhesive, and you're golden. It's not like designing a backpack or a tent or something like that. Those type of products have a ton of seams. This here does not. As far as quality goes, this looks good. There's nothing to complain about here. The cut work looks good. The welds look good. Yeah, there's nothing to complain about at all. As far as comfort goes, it's okay, you know what I mean? The baffles themselves do a good job of getting you off the ground, but you have this separation between those baffles, and it's at that point that you can push into the ground when you're moving around, making adjustments. So if you're someone who sleeps lightly and you toss and turn, this may not be a good option for you, because as you toss and turn, you're gonna push right into the dirt. The pillow It's an interesting feature. It's not thick enough for me. I'm someone who likes to have a good thick pillow when I'm sleeping, so I would have to bring something additional. This is certainly a good start, but I would need something more. Your needs will of course vary. As far as the ability to snap together additional pads, one on each side if you want to, you can actually do 3 here. Again, 1 on each side. That's because you have snaps on each side. That's an interesting idea. Again, it's really nothing new. It's very common with Chinese pads, but not American made. For ultimate comfort, I would get the double instead of the 2 singles, but you do have some interesting options here. As far as the length goes for this pad, this is good for individuals up to 6'3". Any taller than that, and your head's not going to rest properly on this pillow. Overall, the weight of this pad is not bad. It's less than 2 pounds, so again, it's not bad. As far as the storage size goes, not bad either. Speaking of which, let's see whether or not we can get this back into the storage bag. That is something that I'm curious to see. So I'm going up here to the air valve, and I'm going to open this up. It's tight. Very tight. But it does fit. The last question that we have concerning this pad is this: why is this pad so popular? First off, let's assume that this pad really is selling 7,000 a month, right? It is that popular. You do need to know this, folks. There are ways for companies to manipulate those numbers and also the feedback. So let's just say that everything's legit, right? Why is this so popular? In my opinion, it boils down to price. This is a very inexpensive product. And the simple truth is, the least expensive outdoor products sell the most. Let me show you all this, right? Let me back this up with some facts. The #1 best-selling backpacking tent on Amazon is this here. This is a $20 piece of crap that is so small you can't actually fit into it, and it's not waterproof at all. This has been the #1 best-selling tent on Amazon for years, folks, for years. It's unbelievable. I actually purchased this tent. I took it out for a trip. It leaked like crazy, filled with water. I couldn't even fit in it, right? It was so small, but yet it is super inexpensive. That is why it's the best-selling backpacking tent on Amazon, and that's why I think this is the best-selling sleeping pad on Amazon. It's all about price. Yes, there are cheaper products out there, but there's something about these products that have caught people's attention, and they're selling like crazy, and any outdoor company would love to have numbers like this is doing here. Now, I'll tell you what, going forward, I'm going to continue to have videos on the best-selling products from Amazon, and once I get in a full loadout, we will do an overnight adventure with all of these products out in the rain, and we'll see how things go. We will do the ultimate test with all of these products, and folks, it's gonna be a ton of fun. If you have enjoyed this episode, hit the thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Everybody stay tuned for more episodes in this series. I cannot wait to see what's coming up next. I promise you, it's gonna be weird and interesting and possibly funny. Take care, folks. Be well. Strength and honor.